Long ago, in the heart of the great African plains, there was a kingdom known as Nyandala, a land of golden fields, sapphire rivers, and a sky so vast it seemed to stretch into eternity. The people of Nyandala were prosperous and joyful, but there was one thing they feared above all else: the night. For as long as anyone could remember, darkness had been cursed in Nyandala. At sundown, the winds howled like angry spirits, the rivers turned to shadows, and the moonlight cast eerie shapes upon the land. It was said that those who wandered after dusk never returned, for the night took them away. At the heart of this fearful kingdom stood the royal palace where Princess Zara was born. But on the night of her birth, the kingdom trembled. A great storm swept through the land, lightning split the sky, and an unnatural darkness swallowed the stars. When the queen finally held her daughter, she gasped in horror. The princess was wrapped in a veil of shimmering stars, her hair woven with the silver glow of the heavens. Though she was breathtakingly beautiful, the stars in her veil flickered and moved as if they were alive, bound to her by some mysterious force. The great seer of Nyandala was summoned, his face pale with fear. "She is touched by the night," he whispered. "A terrible curse binds her to its shadows. If she is ever seen under the sunlight, the stars in her veil will fade, and darkness will consume the land forever." And so, to protect the kingdom, Princess Zara was hidden away. She lived only in the shadows, her presence a secret even to the people of Nyandala. She walked beneath the moon, danced with the stars, and dreamed of the world beyond the night. Years passed, and Zara grew into a young woman, her beauty more radiant than any jewel, her presence more mysterious than the sky itself. But she was lonely. Though she had everything, golden gowns, rare books, and a palace of endless corridors, she longed for freedom. Every night, she would climb to the highest tower and whisper to the stars. "Why am I cursed?" she asked. "Why must I live in the shadows?" But the stars only twinkled in silence. One fateful night, as Zara gazed at the distant mountains, she saw something strange, a single golden light flickering in the distance, brighter than any star. Her heart pounded. Could it be? A fire, a traveler, a chance for freedom. The next night, under the cover of darkness, Zara wrapped herself in a cloak and left the palace for the first time. She followed the golden light, deeper and deeper into the forest, until she reached a clearing where a lone traveler sat by a fire. He was a young man, his skin kissed by the sun, his eyes like embers. He was unlike anyone she had ever seen. "Who are you?" Zara whispered. The man looked up, startled. "I am Prince Malik of the Southern Lands," he said. "And who are you, wandering alone in the night?" Zara hesitated. She had never spoken to anyone outside the palace. But something about him felt safe. "I am just a girl who belongs to the stars," she said softly. Malik smiled. "Then you must be their princess." For the first time, Zara laughed. They spoke for hours, sharing stories of lands unseen, Malik's kingdom, where the sun never set, and Zara's home, where the night was feared. But as the horizon grew pale, Zara stood. "I must go." Malik frowned. "Will I see you again?" She hesitated, then whispered, "Tomorrow night." Night after night, Zara and Malik met in secret. They walked beneath the stars, danced by firelight, and fell in love. But love could not escape the eyes of fate. One evening, as they met by the river, a dark wind howled through the trees. The night had awoken. A voice echoed across the sky. "You dare betray the shadows, princess?" The wind lashed through the trees, and suddenly, Zara's veil of stars flickered violently. She gasped as the stars in her hair dimmed, their light fading. Malik, grabbed her hand. What's happening? Tears welled in her eyes. The curse, the voice roared again. You have touched the light. Now, darkness will claim you. A shadow rose from the ground, swirling like a storm, and Zara felt herself being pulled into the void, but Malik refused to let go. No, I won't lose you. Breaking the curse. Desperate, Malik pulled a golden pendant from around his neck, a sunstone, a sacred relic of his people. With all his strength, he threw the pendant into the swirling darkness, and the moment it touched Zara's veil, the stars in her hair burst into 1,000 golden lights. A blinding radiance filled the night, pushing back the shadows. The curse screamed in fury, twisting and writhing until it shattered into nothingness. Zara collapsed into Malik's arms, her veil glowing like the rising sun. The curse was broken. When they returned to Nyandala, the people gasped as they saw their lost princess for the first time. But instead of fear, there was awe. Her veil of stars no longer bound her to the night. It shone even in the daylight, a bridge between darkness and light. And so, the kingdom of Nyandala no longer feared the night. They welcomed both the sun and the moon, the day and the stars, knowing that one could not exist without the other. As for Zara and Malik, they ruled side by side, forever known as the Princess of Night and Day and the Prince who brought the light. And from that day forward, whenever the stars shone the brightest, the people whispered, "The princess still watches over us, wearing her veil of stars." If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.